Hi guys and welcome back. So today we have another cash stuffing video. So I film my videos and post them the Monday after the week that the money's involved in, because I typically get paid end of the week. So this is for the week of the 12th to 18th of January. So we have a lovely bunch of notes, and we also have some coins. Now, I don't know about anyone else. I separate my pounds and 50s and £2 coins into one section, and then the rest of the change in the other part. And I know it's a weird way, but it's the way I typically do it. So we'll count the coins first. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 780, 798, 810, 820, 830, 838. So we've got £8.38 in coins. So we'll just put them down here at the side. And then for notes, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160, 182, 220, 240, 260, 283, 320, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 475. So that's 475 in notes and £8.38 in coins. So we've just separated them into there. Right, so first off, as always, we're going to go into the personal binder. I'm just going to move this along slightly so that I don't bash it. So cigarettes isn't getting anything because my partner went to the shops this morning for them. So pound for pound, obviously my weight loss tracker. So this week, again, I lost £2. See that? Okay, I feel like I need to zoom you in a bit. And if I do that, I'll put you down a bit so you can see the trackers better. So this one's also the unmarked one, as I explained in the last video. So I'm just going to put 2 on this fat blob because I have lost £2. And then £2 will go into the cash wallet. So that means I have lost £4 in the last 2 weeks. And we'll just put that back in there. So deposit, obviously, as I said last time, I am hoping to move soon. So I've done it, each house gets £20. Now today I am wanting to put 300 into here, just so I can hopefully get something come up quickly. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 120, 140, 160, 182, 220, 240, 260, 283. Right, and then get a pen and we need to mark these off. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140, 160, 182, 220, 240, 260, 283. So that means I should now have 3, 20, 40, 60, 80. So that means we should now have 440 put aside in here. So that is building up nice and quickly. So I've budgeted for that tracker to save 720 because that is kind of average price for the size I'm needing in my area. However, obviously that's just deposit. I also need to save first month's rent, so we will end up doing this tracker a second time. Penny challenge, we will come back to. Emergency funds isn't getting anything this time. Neither is takeaway or date night. Clothing, no, I'm not putting anything in that this week. I'll probably start my clothing one next week. So put that to the side. So next up, my cow print binder. Now I have lots of different binders. I just pull out the ones that I'm doing for the videos just to make it easier. So this one is a bit of a jockey one, so bus wanker. I've not made a tracker for this. This one I just made to take the mick for me and my partner. So I have just put a budget tracker on here. So it is the 18th of January that I am filming this on, and I'm going to add £20 into here. So that gives us 20. So this is the tracker, budget tracker that I've made. You can get it in the pinky colour or the blue colour. So we will put £20 into there. Who's driving? Nope, so that's everything for that binder this week. So we'll go into the yearly challenges next. So of course we're going to do our weekly ones that fall under the monthly. So Fiver Friday. So the 16th of January has passed. So let's put £5 into Fiver Friday. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to take the 2 5s out. I'm going to swap it for a 10 just in case any of my challenges are £5 ones. Alright, Santa Sundays. So I obviously do not have a set amount on this tracker, so you can just put away what you can. So today's the 18th of January. So cross that off, and I'm going to put £30. So 10, 20, 30. So I don't put the cash in the wallet just so it doesn't get too bulky. So Santa 10. Right, so pop you in. Pop you in. And that £10 just fell under my desk. There we go. And pop you in. So that is Santa Sundays. January 2026. Let's put in 20 into it this time. So 5, 10, 15, 20. So that'll mean we'll have £40 in here now out of the 75, and we're halfway through the month, so that should not be an issue to complete this month. Right, and then into the challenges binder. So, oh wait a minute, actually, I need to take £30 and put it into personal because I'm in the process of doing my hair at home. So I am going to put that aside. I'll just put it back in the purse just now. This is the purse for keeping stuff out the way. It's not my everyday purse, but I will move that into my personal so I can get the stuff I need to finish off my hair. So so bring out the scratchy tool and the dice. So that leaves us with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70 for the challenges binder. So as always, we are going to roll and we will just save where it tells us to. So number 1, I eventually get to start Witch Mushy. I've been wanting to do this one, and the last 2 weeks it's not let me. So we are going to go smack bang in the middle, I think, for the first one. You see that okay? Yes, you can. So you scratch off, and you've got an amount in the middle in a little ring of mushies. So this week, for our first one, we're saving 20. So each mushy is either a £5, £10 or £20. So we have 20 this week. 10, 20. So that is £20 going into Witch Mushy. I'm actually so glad I've got to start that one. I was gutted that I hadn't had it yet. Right, so let's roll again. Number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So singing bats. So So it's another scratch off, and it's either a £10 or £20 bat. So far we have 10, 20, 30, £40 saved. So let's go with this one. I feel like it'd be quicker if I used a coin, but I like having the wee scratchy tool. Okay, so Singing Bats is also getting 20. It's not very clear on the video, the amounts. It's a lot clearer when you see it in person, but 10, 20. So that means we now have £60 in Singing Bats. So almost halfway there. Right, let's roll again. Number 6. That's all of it there. Number 6. So that is Gigs and Festivals, which is just for me and my partner's anniversary date night. So these are £5 a number, so we will put in £10 because our anniversaries / birthdays are not until later on in the year. So, right, so right, get out right, so we'll add in another 10. So that means we have 20, 40, 55 in here out of 175. So that's also building up nice and quickly. Right, so we still have £20, so we'll roll again. Number 4. Number 4 is some new ink, so saving up for my tattoo. It was a bit annoying coming out there. So far we've got 20, 30, 40. So we're going to put another 10 in here. So that will give me 50. So this one is you can set your own amount, because obviously everyone's tattoos are different pricing, whatever they decide to get. So you just mark it off the bottom. I've done it to save 150, and then I'll end up doing it again at some point to save for the next tattoo, because I want quite a few. Right, now this is where it's going to be interesting, because we've got £10 left, and some of these are like £20 amounts. So number 2, passport. Right, so passport is £10 badge, so, well, stamp. So we are colouring in the Toronto badge today, which will take up the last of the notes. So we now have £80 in there, so almost enough to get one of our passports. Right, now, so with the coins we have, we are going to go back into the penny savings. Right, well, it's a 6-month penny savings. Now, again, I did not think to grab a calculator, so I'm going to have to do it manually. So the money we put in last week is in the little pouch. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60, 70, 80, 90. Right, I'll lose track here. Right, so, and I'm dropping money on the floor again. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bless me. Oh, bless me again. Right, so we'll start with the 5 because this will be easier for me to calculate. So £5. So wait a minute, actually, if we do this way we done it last time. So with the 78, so 80, so 178 and then 22 p is £2. So I'll set that to the side. 177 and 23 is another £2, so I'll put that to the side. 40, 60, 80 pound, right, okay. And then if we do 176 and 24, that's another £2, so that leaves us 10, 20, 30, 32, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38p. So mark that off there. So that is all of that to go into the penny savings pouch. I always struggle to get into because I don't have any nails. It's actually amazing when you start cash stuffing and paying for things with cash, how much you actually save. Like, I do all my bills and food shop with digital savings because they all come out of my card, and I use cashback apps to get like gift cards to earn cash back on and things. But the coins I get from everything else, it builds up. So that is how we are looking now on that. And that pouch is bulking out at the bottom. It will eventually just like stand, probably can stand itself now if I don't mess about with it. So yeah, that is everything for today's video, and I will see you guys through the rest of the week with other videos, and I will see you next Monday with another cash stuffing. Bye guys.